Am I alive? I think I'm alive. OBS crashed for some reason. No idea why. That was weird. It just had a fucking fit and then I couldn't click on anything. I had to kill it. Take it out back to the shed. Give the old yeller. Yeah, a zombie just being a fucking prick, just like rolling up in here like it means business. Crashing my stream. So for some reason this has no effect on the swamp golem. Does this though? Oh god, he's gonna launch me. Alright, well. Thanks for waiting.
Nothing there.
It was awfully kind of you. That's weird. What's even weirder is that you came in on your other account when you're still on this one. Oh, did you refresh it? Yeah, the problem with Elex is they did not want to do motion capture, I'm guessing to save money. So they did all keyframe animation. And that's why it's all so damn stiff, because none of it's like fluid. Like the transitional animations and everything all kind of suck. Everything's so slow. Oh god! Hey! I love how the, like, mass destruction actually almost sounds like a nuke when you hit a bunch of people that are right next to you.
Nothing to be had there.
I actually kind of agree with you, P-Tech. Because at this point, I actually want to play Risen 3 again. But something about it just seemed to have more personality to it. A lot of things were kind of generic and like iterative, but it was still more like colorful and, you know, characters were more interesting. I mean, I don't even know how many hours I put in Elex. I don't know if GOG tracks it the way Steam does. I'll have to wait for that to open. God. Popped up in my face. Oh, I've uninstalled it. $107 hours. Yeah, I did just about everything in the first run. And with the other two factions, all I did basically were like the promotion quests. I basically got all three endings because I went to the end game with, you know, maxed out emotional value. So I got the angry ending. And then to try out the other two endings, all I did was eat a bunch of Elex. And it got my cold value down to neutral, so I got that ending. And then I went down to maximum cold and got that ending. Look at the zombie going over there punching the fly. I think the problem with Piranha Bytes is just their... Instead of ever improving on things, they try something new. And all, like, the fundamentals stay so, like, iterative. They try a different setting, they try, like, a different story kind of telling thing. All this stuff. And then, instead of just trying to improve on it, they try something different the next time. And all the fundamentals between the games stay so consistent that they never improve. Oh god, Dragon Sniper. Wasn't even paying attention. Oh god, oh my god, there's so much shit everywhere. Can you fuck off? That was unfortunate. Yeah. I mean, I got used to it. But I'll be honest. If I were to play it again, I got spoiled on how easy the ranged combat is. Especially the energy weapons. Like all the cleric weapons. I mean, there's almost no reason to use anything else. Yeah, they're above average. That's really all we can say about them, in my opinion. Can I sneak up on the golem? I cannot. Oh, he punched me. Oh my god! I'm getting juggled. Oh god! Oh god! Oh, for fuck's sake. Stop punching. Fucking golems, man. Well, that sucked. Okay. I guess the Holy Missile only works against the spawn of Beliar. Where are you? Dork. Yeah. Well, I didn't juggle the golem, the other golem did. Everyone asks about Arx Fatalis. I've played the demo and never felt compelled to buy the full game. Like, I've tried the demo like 5 or 6 times, and the thing that always gets me are the gestures to cast spells. I have so much trouble pulling them off, they just piss me off. Well, we're already in Jarkandar. You mean Irdarath? Yeah, because that's really the only place we have left to go. Yeah, I'm hoping that they actually, you know, get their heads out of their ass and, you know, try and... Their games have to look better, because that's the biggest reason people are put off by them. The games just look low budget. And don't worry about it. I think I mixed them up earlier, too. Briefly. Oh, hello, ratos. A bit overkill for these. But, so be it. Yeah, I'm not going to stream Gothic 1. I did stream it back when I was, prior to doing the walkthrough. Same as this. But that was back in, like, 2015. Oh, wow. That's a lot of Dragoon Snappers. There's a lot of Dragoon Snappers. Yeah, I hear you. Oh my god, there are a fuck ton of Dragon Snappers. I mean, I really enjoyed the first Risen. I did not care for the second. And I thought the third was okay. I wouldn't say it drops in quality, it just becomes less of an RPG by the end of it. It just becomes very linear. I don't think I'm close enough. It was not close enough. Oh, fuck. Ah, fuck. That's fine, that's fine. Y'all can walk into my wave of death. Booga! I get what you're saying there, but I actually really like the dungeon design in Risen. I think it was their best. Since Piranha Bytes never really do dungeons, they're usually like a one-off thing. I was actually really impressed with the dungeons in the first Risen. How well does Cry of Death do against this? Yeah, that'll do. I would actually say that's better than the Wave of Death just because it's a faster casting animation. Yeah, I do need to try Golden Gate. I know it's another one of those, like, what do you call it, fan fiction ones. It's literally the first person you encounter in Golden Gate is Zardas's brother. So, when I saw that, I was just like, oh boy, this is gonna be one of those. Bam. There's a creepy voice. But yeah, after Gothic 1's finished, I'm gonna try a bunch of mods. I'll do Returning first, Golden Gate second, and whatever else I can find. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's one of those stupid things. Aha! The AoE on that seems to fan out pretty fast. You know, I need to learn how to make these. That'll be helpful for the ending. The Cry of the Dead spell uses all your mana. It requires bare minimum 250. But if you have more than that, it'll use it all up. The problem is, I don't think the damage scales up just because it uses more mana. So all the rest just ends up becoming a waste. Yeah, there is a black mage. Well, I always wondered if that black mage was one of the Templars or Gurus or something, but it's hard to tell because they all had like the same face back in ye old Gothic 1. I'm gonna ignore the rest of the beasties here. Oh, we got 2. Oh god, there's a troll. Oh my god, it's a big troll. No idea why the troll is invisible. Oh, screw you. What does this do against this fool? Okay, it doesn't even hurt the frickin' troll. That's good to know. It's shorter? Aren't they trying to come out with like a second one? Never heard about it since like the first one came out. Yeah, I hear you. When you become like an OP sword fighter, I think it's more satisfying than magic, but it's still fun to just roll through all these fools. Like it ain't no thing. Gosh darn it all. Again, I don't know why I bother doing all this, because we're not going to have much need for all these learning points. I might just pump it into just getting whatever mana we can get. Oh wow, I never looted this. It was good. I think Risen could have been an improvement if they touched it up a bit. But for some reason they decided, oh, we're gonna just copy like Assassin's Creed combat for Risen 2, but not do it as well. And then Elex really just has the most bland combat system I think they ever came up with. So it's all disappointing. Well, what monstrosities crowd this place now? Yeah, I don't have a particular problem with the pirates. I like the... Oh, God! Oh, man, I couldn't... I tried to lock the door. Pow! And pow! Gothic 3 was garbage. I like the ways that, like, the community patch tried to update it, but it's just by design can never really get very good. Like that. Yeah, I have no idea why there's so many skeletons down here. I've actually... I don't think it was ever, like, on a video or something, but I remember doing that. I think it was, the caves behind Dexter's, tower. Like, where you walk along the cliff and you find that random cave back there. Remember, I opened the door, like, the first time I found it. I opened the door, all the skeletons drew their sword, I just slammed the door back, shut and walked away because I scared the shit out of me. Set your days in negative. Interesting. Wonder why that be. Oh, God. And death. You know, this is kind of boring. It's nothing but skeletons. Yeah, I mean, they got hands, don't they? They got bony hands. Maybe that's what they're afraid of. Try to open the door, but just pop their hand off. They got no tendons left. Elaborate. Yeah, I think I know what you're saying. It's... I don't know why. I think they're afraid of over-explaining the story to people who don't care about it, which means people who do care don't get any exposition, and that kind of sucks. So that's why they tried to put in shit like the audio logs and diaries and stuff to give you some background. Oh yeah, that's probably their worst. Like character design, just because they tried to give Jax a background story. And so... yeah, it was just horribly put together. And the worst thing is... the fact that I've always said that. And even before Elex came out, when I was doing like the preview videos for World of Players, I was always saying like I am like mostly concerned that what we're gonna see is a character who has who knows his own background, but we don't know about it until certain points in the story. So like we have to find out about it. Meanwhile, we're playing a character who already has all the answers. There's a YouTuber that said I never played it, so I don't know. Oh, that said that. Okay. It's not like Gothic 2 in my opinion. People make that comparison just because I think it... I don't know why they make that comparison, to be honest. I don't think they're that similar. Yeah, that was the dumbest thing. Jax's detective work and like powers of deduction were just made me cringe every time that like those scenes came up. He would just start talking to himself, and all of a sudden all the answers would start flowing. Yeah, because I think most people, for nostalgia reasons, love Gothic 1 the most. But I think most people, like Piranha Bytes fans, agree Gothic 2, on a technical level, is a little bit better. So people always make the comparisons to Gothic 2. I would say Risen is their closest to Gothic 2. But also Gothic 1. Just in the, like, chapter progression. What the hell? Fingers, take it easy. That's a little... Well, this game does... It has, like, the young wolves and stuff like that. Juvenile scavengers. Does it? No, juvenile scavengers, I think the first game had that, didn't it? I don't remember. Well, that's the thing. On its face, yeah, Gothic 2 has a more generic story. It's like, go defeat the dragons. But I personally think... Oh my god, this one's flying. I don't know, I like the way the story is, like, laid out more than the story itself. Yeah, it's not that imaginative. But I think it's told better than Gothic 1. Yeah, I hope if they do Elex 2, I really hope that they step it up. The thing that I'm afraid of is that THQ Nordic seems to have spent all of their operating budget on buying old franchises that they don't seem to have a whole lot of budget to actually publish and like fund these games. Because you think Darksiders 3 came out, I think it had like literally a quarter of the budget that Darksiders 2 had, and that game came out kind of shitty. And I don't recall like a single game that THQ Nordic has put out in like the past few years that actually had like a positive general reception. Oops. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm afraid of. 'Cause that seems to be Piranha Bytes' thing, is that a sequel reuses most of the assets from the first one. I didn't mind that, because that was kind of a throwback to these games. Gothic 1 and 2, you could easily encounter things that were way beyond your skill level. And I liked that because it gave the sense of an open world without giving you too much to like get lost in. It kind of kept you on the path, but gave you a chance to like exposure, get some exposure in the world and go explore it and know like, okay, this is something I want to come back to. Well, the big thing I think Darksiders 3 did wrong, which I never played any of them, but it looked like it was trying to copy Dark Souls too much. Oh god, Wergs. That was a mistake. Alright, fuck it. And cut Bluey. Also, hello, Black Secret. I didn't see you sneak in. The orc dogs were different. Wargs replaced them to become more high fantasy for some reason. Because the orc dogs look more like a Rottweilers or something. And they had like harnesses on and shit. And like the chompers do. Yeah. Your name is kind of appropriate. Just sneaking in here. Nobody knows. By the looks of it, they basically decided, okay, for the respawns in this area, let's do dragon snappers and zombies. And that's like all we get. Trolls in the canyon. I've not bought Metro Exodus. I was actually thinking of buying it this afternoon, like streaming it tomorrow morning. But I would have to install, like download and install that stupid Epic Games client. Which I don't think is necessarily such a bad idea. It seems a little sleazy the way they're trying to get exclusives. But that's not really their fault. You know, because they're going up against the biggest game platform on PC. They're giving their publishers and developers a better cut of the profits. I hate the idea of having multiple game clients, but at the same time, I like the idea of a diverse marketplace and not Valve just having a complete monopoly and not having to do any quality assurance on any of their on any of the shit they're selling. So I don't think it would be necessarily a problem to install. Alright, that account is getting banned as soon as it posts in the chat. Because I know exactly who it is. So the Epic Games client... Oh yeah, I forgot that I gave this guy a address. The Epic Games client is trash. I haven't even seen it yet. That's why I'm not buying Bethesda games. The thing is, I can tolerate multiple clients, but I will not download a publisher-exclusive client. Like, I'm not downloading Origin, I'm not downloading Uplay, I'm not downloading the Bethesda launcher, I'm not going to download anything else. But Epic Games is not making just a client for their own games. So, you know, it's not a Fortnite launcher. Oh, there's no refunds? Alright, well, hopefully they develop that shit. I don't know. I might second guess it then, because if Metro doesn't work on my computer, then I'm fucked. I'm out $60. I might get it on PS4 instead. But I really don't want to do that because I hate playing first-person shooters with a controller. I don't know if it will be. Well, actually, it will be, yeah, because Fallout 76 was exclusive, wasn't it? I thought they were gonna like go through Steam but still make you launch their own launcher. Something like that. Try and bury it under all this bullshit. Yeah, that's why I'm never gonna play the Dragon Age sequels, basically. I do not have a PS4 Pro. I just have a regular PS4. So many Dragon Snappers. Oh my god, oh my god. I'm gonna get right in the middle, see if I can hit them both. I don't think I will. Well, I got one of them. Oh god! He's right in my face. You sorry fool. I don't know what it retails for at this point. If it's like $200, it might be worth it. But I don't know. It's weird. I feel like this console generation just came and went pretty quickly. I don't feel like there's anything that exciting that happened on it.
Nothing there.
I mean, looking at the technology, they had the technology because, I don't know, that's stupid. Sony, I don't know what their deal is. They hate to do anything that the customers ask for. It drives me nuts. I don't know if anything pops up on the other side over there. Actually, I have The Last of Us, and I still haven't played it. Yeah, mine's like almost 4 years old at this point. I got a 980 and an i7, so it's still pretty solid. Oh, whoa! Oh shit, we got fire beasts in here. Let's give it a shot. Yeah, bitch. Not bad. I feel like we've even come close to... We got one level here for all our effort. Oh, the fire devils? Their textures fuck up. They're supposed to be kind of transparent. But they only exist in Jarkandar in a couple places. Yeah, it was a... They took the Undead Shadow Beast model. They tried to add like a fire effect and like a transparent like texture to it. But the mod fucked it up. Anyway, I don't think there's anything else really to see here. Although I don't think I checked the other mansion over there. Pretty sure all of them is on fire. Yeah, honestly, I've been playing my PS4 just on this, like, really tiny TV that I'm using as a second monitor. Kind of a pain because it's hard to see anything. Yeah, but I think the Undead Shadow Beasts are vulnerable to the Destroy Undead spell. I wonder if they accidentally flagged the Fire Devils as undead as well. That'd be kind of interesting. Because that would mean the Destroy Undead would work. Ow. Yeah, so coming back here was a bit boring. I was hoping there would be a little bit more. But obviously there's no new quests or anything like that, so... it was all for naught. Can I make that jump? And... hi-ho! Oh yeah, look at that. Wilco in a dress. That would be something to see. And then bleach my eyes afterwards. Oh god! I didn't even see him. Ow. Well, at least he's hitting his own skeleton like a dork. Kind of surprised this skeleton doesn't turn around and attack him. What the hell was that spell swap you just did? Oh god! What's he doing? Where's he going? The hell is he doing? He was like, fuck this shit, I'm out. More like making a float for it. Bitch, where you keep beating up blacksmith, getting his steel. Yeah, I'm aware of that. It's especially effective if you're like working for Herod and sell him all the swords you make. What I hate about the holy missile is like it seems to go through enemies. You would think that it could like pierce them and hit the people behind them, but it doesn't. What, God of War is on sale? I never played any of those either. The new one looked interesting, but I don't know. For some reason, the more hype a game gets, the less interested I actually am in playing it. I really don't know why. So games like God of War, like super mainstream, like buzzworthy games, I feel like I would never be as satisfied as all the hype around it would lead me to think I would be. Actually, I still haven't even taken a look at Red Dead 2. Even though I actually was kind of interested in that one. That's good to know. I might take a look at it. I don't have a whole lot of money to spare these days. Well, that's cool. Problem is, a lot of these games are coming out at a time when I couldn't possibly get them. So franchises that are like generations old, since I wasn't there for the start of them, it's hard for me to be interested in like ever giving them a try. I feel like the story would be more compelling to somebody who played the first one. That's just what it looked like to me. And I never did, so I mean, it looks like it's Rockstar shooting mechanics, which I never thought were actually that good. Really? Yeah, I don't know. I think the game hype died down pretty quickly after the online version came out. I haven't even heard people talk about it since. Weird. That's the other thing that pisses me off about Rockstar is their absolute, like, vehement resistance to ever publishing their games on PC. Like, it takes them ages to do it if they ever do it at all. Alright, well, I think we're really out of shit to do here. They are big on PC. But I think for some reason they've got it in their heads that their games are super vulnerable to pirates. They kind of have that attitude that somehow a pirated copy of their game equates to... almost seems to negate any games they sell, which is ridiculous. That seems to be the attitude that they have. Alright, well, you're gonna end up in jail with a black eye, I'm sure. Because I don't think they're ever gonna release it.
There you are.
Here I am again.
You didn't get that from me.
I've got a few skin.
A war? What the hell is this?
I ripped it.
That. Good work.
We ripped a bunch of trolls off of that one. Right, I don't think, are we gonna see Bosper again? But I keep forgetting We have never gone out to hunt with Bartok. He's probably gonna get absolutely eviscerated now.
The land, and there arose all creatures.
Who the hell's calling me?
Trees as well as animals, wolves as well as sheep, and last of all arose the human. And Adanos was pleased with what.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like. I have friends who, like, even on PC, will not play an FPS on keyboard and mouse because they never got used to it. They were always console gamers. Like my buddy Marl. Anytime I recommend a game to him, he's always like an old game. He's always like, "Can I use a controller with that?" And I'm like, "I don't know. It's a first-person shooter. Why would you want to?" He's like, I can't do keyboard and mouse." I'm like, "Well, you suck."
Hey,
Steal his arrows.
why don't we go hunting to...
Do you know any? I mean,
Yes,
all right, but that's a fair.
here they are. Let's go.
All right, probably.
Yeah, I think he's about to get orked. I don't remember what else moves into that forest at this chapter. Normally I mean to do this in chapter 2. I was doing it in chapter 1.
And Beliar spoke
I can't
to
save him
another
from the...
creature, But Adanos brought forth the tide, and the creature was washed from the face.
Can't save him from the Shadow Beast.
But no, he insisted he knew better.
I don't think he played Rainbow Six now.
Like this forever.
Like, he's a big Battlefield fan and shit like that. Dude, why you gotta walk that way? There's Seekers there. I don't know much about Quake. Another one of those I never really got to play back in the day. And Quake Champions does not look like it's going to be remotely equivalent. I don't play Siege either. Just never looked that interesting. Where the hell is this water coming from?
Things. All right, so much for you, filthy beast.
Yeah, but not so much for that one. Dork. Still got shit to do. Oh, mushrooms. There's more, you Dorcas. God damn it, I hit him. Better heal up. Magic water pipe. Before we move on, I want to try and see if I can get rid of this Shadow Beast myself. Yay. He's safe from that at least. That's
So,
more
what do
likely
you
to kill him
think?
than the orc.
Let's go on.
All right.
Hang on, brother. Gotta top myself up. You know, I should keep the ice block on. I don't know why I haven't. That'll be helpful against the Orco. Yeah, that's a lot of flies. Where's the dork? You idiot. Crying out loud. You still fighting that thing? God, you lousy. Oh, he coming. Nice shot. Man, what are you even afraid of?
That's it. I'm going back to the city. It's just too dangerous out here. An orc. So, you can...
I see Seekers creeping. Sorry, I had to shut him up pretty quick. two of them next to each other? It looked like there were. I didn't mean to. I just kept forgetting about it. Sorry. Coffee break. I don't remember what moves in here when we are magely. Actually, I don't even think we came over here to wipe out the bandits. Who tells us about the... Somebody tells us about the bandits here. I think Vino does, if you're like another faction. Or no, it's Malith. When you bring him his stupid walking stick. And then he bitches at you. What's I even doing? Oh, I left a tablet here. That's the problem. I don't watch like anime much, but I try to watch subtitled because it's almost always better. But then I always like to multitask when I'm doing shit, like watching shit. So I can't read subtitles while I'm doing something else. Like normally I like to watch stuff while I'm editing videos, because I don't really pay that much attention to the editing, but the Seekers are just chilling with the bandits. That takes care of that. Yeah, that's what I thought. This should... Oh wow, there's a fourth one. Anybody over... Oh, huh. See, the bandits have sold their souls to the Beliar. You idiots. Oh wow, that's a lot of sheepskins. I don't know why these guys got raw steel over here. Well, that was fun. The only thing I think we haven't really explored... Oh no, there's the, forgot about the cave in the valley behind Corinus. Where, like, shadow beasts are and shit. Gotta go check that out.
Show me.
Knowledge of mana elixirs. Well, we know that.
Adanos to his brothers, never again shall you walk upon my land, for it is sacred, and so shall it be.
So do we just have to read this and then we know how to make it? Sweet.
The wrath of the gods was with them.
It's weird how they didn't make that just another potion to learn via, you know, the teaching menu. But I guess they decided that that's too many learning points. Oh wow. The 3 essences and 1 meadow nutweed make the uber potion. Well, how many essences and nutweeds we got? 38 nutweeds. 92 of those. Not quite enough to make all 38.
Show me.
You don't sell any potions.
But Adanos feared for the day in which the beast would return to the land.
Lord Hagen has announced that he will personally go to the Valley of Mines in order to ensure that his ship can be laden with magic ore.
Really? How interesting.
Hey, you!
Don't tell this to anyone.
Darn. I gotta find people who have more potions.
Don't tell this to anyone.
Whatever. We'll go do the caves down here first. Whoa, I slingshotted.
Don't tell this to anyone.
Ooh, making me hungry. Oh god. We got puddles. You had to run to the grocery store just for a razor? All we did, we went... Oh god, it won't go away. I'm gonna restart just for that. We went hunting with Bartok, finally. And that's about it. We mostly cleared out Jarkandar of all the trash that spawned after we left. I don't know if you were there for when I... Oops, wrong one. When I wiped out the bandit camp as well. Yeah, basically. Alright. No more water textures on the walls for some reason. Oh god, Seeker. I love the echo effect on that breath. It's more distinctive somehow when there's no music playing for some reason. Easy. Yeah, but you can also get that weapon just from the cave with the 2 loafers over there. You don't even have to fight the loafers. Just have to kill a couple rats for it. Being Harrod's apprentice can be more profitable. I just hate the fact that it costs more learning points. Or you only learn the basic sword and just, you know, cheese... grind the frickin' what you call it, you know, the raw steel, and just hammer out a fuck ton of, you know, basic bitch swords. Let's get them all come this way.
Stop shouting at me!
Renuro, thanks for following. Haven't even seen you in the chat yet. See, Constantino is never worth doing because no matter what, he will teach you potions in later chapters as long as you know some of the basics. And the only profit you get is from giving him the mushrooms, which I want because you get mana for eating them. So, going with him as a mage is especially worthless. But yeah, for role-playing reasons I did used to do that until I realized how, like, not good it is. Hello, beastie. He was creeping up to have a sniff, and I blasted him. But it's not as profitable. It's never worth that much. I did the math once. I don't know how many digger meats there are in the game, but the dark mushrooms themselves only get you a grand total of less than like 3,000 gold. Yeah, why do you think they call them magic mushrooms? Look at these dork rats. Playing as mercs is fun, but you have to go pure melee if you want to use the best weapon in the game. The best two-handed weapon, at least. Because you will never have the strength for it if you invest in, like, dexterity and archery or anything like that. Yeah, you become a water mage if you were a fire mage. That is the only, like, non-linear thing that Gothic 1 did in late... Oh my god! Fucking... Why do I have my staff equipped? Look at this bitch. With his super wax. Take that.
Nothing to play. Nothing there.
But yeah, the only like non-linear thing Gothic 1 did in the later chapters was that if you were an old camp member, you became a new camp member by default, but you never left the swamp camp if you joined them. My favorite part about this is that the goblins basically built up this door around the Shadow Beast. I just find that hilarious. Like, the Shadow Beast was just there being patient while they're hammering boards and shit. Yeah, it really is no different. The Gurus did not have anything the Templars did not have. I don't know why that sounded weird when I said it when that, you know, is grammatically correct. I really don't, though. The Guru armor is just a stupid robe with, like, some floppy shoulders. You can get up to Circle 4 as the Swamp Camp, as a Templar. You could never get Circle 5 or 6. What is with these creepy voices? Sounds like something in Stalker. Speaking of which, I want to play Stalker again. Yeah, I'm wearing headphones too, and it's mad creepy. Sounded like there was a Shadow Beast down here. I guess there wasn't. Not even anything down here to loot. Yeah, I've streamed Stalker before. I don't think I ever streamed the actual games. I streamed the Lost Alpha, like, standalone mod. But I never finished it, and I really want to finish it. Oh, there's another old stone. God damn it. Another point of mana we missed. Well, yeah. That's the thing. I was thinking about streaming Metro in the morning. But now people have made me second guess whether or not I want to bother with the Epic Games launcher. Since apparently they don't do refunds or anything, so if the game doesn't work, I'm fucked. Yeah, Shadow Chernobyl is the best Stalker game, in my opinion. I think it's the most atmospheric. Stalker 2 is not coming out. They haven't even released anything for it yet. I mean, the guy... The CEO of GSE Games announced it like a year and a half ago, I think. Nothing has come out about it since, and supposedly all he did was post on Twitter that they were developing the game. Development never started. He didn't tell anybody in the studio that he wanted to make it. He just made a post and like a badly photoshopped thing. Now they have a website that just says Stalker 2021. I don't even think they have a publisher. I don't even think they have funding. I'd be surprised if they did, but... Yeah, that's the thing. I wasn't going to pre-order it, because I don't do pre-orders, usually. Unless it's a game I know I'm going to get anyway. But... What was I saying? I lost my train of thought. I wasn't going to pre-order... I think they had announced, like, all pre-orders that had happened were going to be fulfilled. But once they announced that it was going to be an Epic Games exclusive for a year, they discontinued pre-orders on Steam. I don't want to wait that long. No, it is not. Escape from Tarkov, I actually don't remember who makes that. They look similar, but they're not the same. The former developers of Stalker formed a company called Vostok Games, and they made a game called Servarium. Now they're making another, like, Battle Royale game called, like... I forget what it's called. Something about wolves. I don't remember. But yeah, their only game that they've made since Stalker 2 was first cancelled was this free-to-play, like, FPS. And apparently, it's just awful. I was really disappointed. I actually got in, like, the closed alpha, but I couldn't play it on my laptop because it just ran like shit. I couldn't even get, like, past the main menu screen.
Same old thing all over again.
It's a bad business.
Yeah, the company, GSE, only came back as a developer a few years ago. And they basically made a sequel to their old Cossacks series of...
Really should have known better.
What you call them?
Nobody will do anything for me.
Real-time strategies.
That's no secret.
See, that's the thing. I don't know that yet. I'm not going to say they're all shady. I know that Epic Games is doing what a business with that kind of platform would do. They want games on their platform. They want to bring people to their platform. So if they're going to be bedfellows with publishers to try and get exclusivity, I mean, games are not doing as well on Steam anymore because Steam's quality control sucks. The platform is saturated. It's just ridiculous. So I don't blame Epic Games necessarily, but if they start showing that they're going to be, you know, they're going to be shady and play dirty. Meanwhile, I think Deep Silver owns publishing rights, and fuck Deep Silver, but, what you call it? 4A Games. I don't really know how I feel about them, because they seemed like decent guys until now. There was that one, like, Twitter post where the guy was basically saying, if people don't buy this on PC, all future Metro games will be console exclusives. But then they followed up and said that guy did not speak for the company, basically. No, they won't get close. I know they won't. Well, the difference is, they're a more appealing platform for publishers because they get a bigger cut of the profits. And Epic Games has the the capital to be able to take a loss on the platform for a little while until it becomes an actual Steam competitor. Yeah, if GOG ever like removes the ability to download the files directly, then I'm gonna be pissed. I use the GOG Galaxy client just because it's easier, but it's very I don't know, it's very easy to do it the other way. Damn, there's so many seekers. I don't really remember what I was doing. I'm just running around now. What kind of seekers? What do you mean they make it hard to find? I've never really had a particular problem with it. Honestly, I have like basically 4 different directories for Gothic 2 on my PC right now. It's like I downloaded it through GOG Galaxy and just kept making backups as I was experimenting with different mods. So, like the executable I'm running from is just on my desktop. Yeah, so this is that troll I think showed up before, and he camps down there now and really struggles to, like, get where he wants to go. Oh, nice. I have a bunch of games. Oh, he was stomping. I have a bunch of games on GOG that, like, I haven't even looked at yet. Shit, like I was getting for free. Or in, like, bundles. Let's take a look at my library. Anything interesting is here. Oh yeah, I got the Bard's Tale. Bard's Tale 4. I still haven't played that, even though I backed it on Kickstarter. Witcher 3, which I still need to finish Witcher 2 so I can get to that. I don't remember when I got Vampire the Masquerade. I don't know why I did. I already have it on Steam. I got Wasteland 2. Still haven't played that. A bunch of old games. I have all first 2 Gothic games. All the Legacy of Kain games besides the original. Neverwinter Nights 2. I guess that's about the only interesting ones. Yeah, again, like I said before, I don't mind the sort of open platforms, but the publisher-exclusive clients, such as Uplay and Origin and all that, I refuse to deal with. Because I would be downloading it just for their games, and they're essentially holding my purchases ransom as far as I'm concerned. I don't remember what the hell I was doing. I'm gonna quaff one of these and take a run. I want to check out that, the Cave of Corpses again. The original Blood Omen, you have to download, you have to, like, get it as a ROM or something. I've tried to do that before, and I could not get it to work. I really want to play it, because I love all the Soul Reaver games. Blood Omen 2 was meh. I do own it, but meh. I'm just ignoring him. I don't have time for this shit. Y'all distracted me too much yesterday. I hardly got anything done. Oh, Grimbald. Well, that's why I just don't buy Ubisoft games anymore. The only Ubisoft games I own... I have Assassin's Creed 2 on Steam, and I have like a DVD copy of the first one somewhere. And that's it. I've never owned another Ubisoft game. So for anybody who missed it a few weeks ago, we found out that any NPC who leaves this zone, their corpses end up behind this wall. We got the water mages. We got old Skip. We got his package. His package. So only the water mages are left. I think their piece of paper is basically what keeps their corpses from disappearing. And Skip's package is what keeps him from disappearing. So nobody else has shown up here. Mixir is there because he goes to Jarkandar and then comes back. So I don't think they respawn his corpse. They actually generate a new Mixir, which is hilarious to me. Do I have the mole rat fat? I don't think I do. I can't open the winch. So for some reason, we can't get it from Egil or whoever. Oh god, oh god. Well, I found out that The Witcher works almost the same way. When a character teleports, they actually, their character dies, because when I was fighting Javed in, like, the ending, I remember he moved outside of the arena and just, oops. He moved outside the arena and just dropped dead. It was hilarious. Do I play racing games? I really don't. I'm not sure why. Because it's not like I don't enjoy them, it's just I never play them. Alright, well, let's nuke them.
Nothing there. Nothing there.
Visible rabbits. Why is he gonna be angry? Oh, PETA. I thought you meant P-Tech. Favorite car? I mean, I don't know. I'm not much of a car guy, to be honest. I don't know why. I've just never been that enthusiastic about them. Oh, you silly rats.
What with?
So yeah, I don't have the mole rat fat, so I can't use the winch, but I like glitching there if I'm going all Speedy Gonzalez. Nah. So screw it. I'll cheat. I don't feel like going back and buying the fat from Martin. The spirit of the wine. What's hilarious is that supposedly he's making wine here, but all we see is gin. Yeah, I know mercenaries get the, they can buy the mole rat fat from Egil or whoever. I wasn't sure if the other factions would get it. I always forget. It's not really much of a quest. Literally all it is you talk to Egil on Akel's farm, and he asks, like, are you going to Lobart's farm anytime soon? Or anything like that. And then he, like, ends up mentioning that Vino has a still out here, and you ask to buy the mole rat fat from him. And then that's about it. You can loot the place, and then go back to Vino, and all he does is mention how somebody robbed his still. God damn it. $0.10? Wow. We only get 5 cents for returning bottles here. And 5 cents... 30 cents would be the total yield, and that is not enough to buy even the cheapest beer here. Like, y'all are gonna get cried. Kablooey. Well, I don't know how it works in other countries. In our country, it's not a payment, you pay a deposit when you buy it. And you get the deposit back when you return it. So you can think of it as like a 5-cent tax per bottle, but you get refunded when you return them. And that's how it do. I don't know why I'm out here either. Really nothing to see out here. There's a bunch of orcs somewhere. Cheapest beer in Lithuania is 64 cents when it's not on sale. Interesting. What am I doing? I know. Oh yeah, I remember where I want to go. I want to check out the caves behind Dexter's camp, which I have not looked at yet. I don't think I have, anyway. Yeah, that sounds like my kind of place. 64 cents, you can't even look at a beer here. Oh god, that coffee's so cold. Blech. I can finally kill this loser around the corner. He doesn't even give a shit. He sees his death coming and he welcomes it. He'll never... Oh, there's another one! God damn it. Alright, so I found 2 of the 3 missing stone tablets. I'm gonna write these down because I'm never gonna remember these. Old stone at their tower. Stone. Cave. Oh. Corinus. Get paid 300 to 500 euros. Nice. Oh, you're saying you can't buy bears for $1? I'd buy a bear for $1. So I think I came here and wiped out some of the skeletons, but I didn't finish exploring. Maybe I did. But I don't think I did. Guess not. Is that 300 to 500? Is that per month or per week or what? Imported bears? Okay, so I know that those are there. Ow! I just woke something else up. I feel like they actually say, like somewhere you can read what year this is supposed to all take place. I don't know what a euro exchanges to dollars for. I think they're more valuable, but I don't know what the exchange rate is. I'm thinking of comparisons. Look at the zomboids. From another knotweed. Oh wow. 125 to $1. So yeah, that would be something. 500 euros a month would be $600 a month. That's not. Won't get you far here. And $600, you can't even find rent for $600. Yeah, I know. I'm sure there's trade-offs. I thought there was a skeleton magi down here. I'm on the east coast of the USA, and that is as much as I will tell you. Well, it's what you get. Alright, so we've done this cave. I don't think there's anything else to do. I mean, we could always explore the rest of that forest behind Ackles Farm, but I don't really give a shit. Nothing good out there. Minimum wage in the USA federally is $7.25 an hour. States are usually higher, but there are a few states that just comply with federal minimum. $7.25 an hour. If you're working 40 hours a week, which is full time. Let's see what that comes out to. That is $1,160 a month before taxes. That is what I pay in rent here, basically. So minimum wage will not get you rent, even if you work full-time. You'd have to work 2 jobs for minimum wage to be a livable wage. I ain't telling you, Fingers. I don't want people knowing where I live. Yeah. It depends on where you are. There's some guy in the company I work for who wanted me to... He was joking, but he wanted me to move to New York City, where he used to manage jobs. Said, yeah, the guys over there, they're making like 85, 90K a year. I'm like, yeah, what are they paying in rent? He was like, 3,300 a month. I'm like, okay, so you want me to make less than twice as much money and pay more than 3 times as much rent? Nah, not doing it. Yeah, it is. Minimum wage is meaningless. And this is why people would rather live on welfare. It makes you almost as much, and you don't have to work 60 hours a week. Bro. Okay, so I guess that's everything. Might as well finish building the crew and move on to Eardorath. A self house? I don't know what that means.
I can't take care of everything for everybody.
Yeah, I was making minimum wage up until I was like 23, 24. And I finally got my head out of my ass and finished college, and then immediately got a job making 18 an hour.
Wouldn't be so sure.
You listen to the wrong people.
I can't believe
Pretty much. I mean, healthcare debt can be... It can go away at some point. But the problem is, even if you're not legally required to pay it, that's not going to stop creditors from trying to, like, extort you, basically.
I'm going.
Oh,
So
I could also
all like healthcare debt really does at the end of the day stress you out and make you go back to the hospital.
Why don't you come with?
You're right. Wait.
But God help us if we become socialists. Yeah, no universal healthcare. The only first world, like, developed country that does not have mandatory, like, maternity leave or anything like that.
Well,
Because
I'm ready.
Because again, socialists can't have that. Socialist is basically Satanist.
Do you really believe that?
I graduated. My
Got my own opinion about
degree, my program was electrical engineering technology.
Nobody will learn anything from me.
It's not as exciting as electrical engineering, but
I'd have gone about
I don't know why the technology part of it makes it somehow less intensive, but I kind of wish I had picked something else.
It was just like you said.
You may not, Black Wolf.
Doesn't see that. I can't help it.
Yeah, I've never had that bug with Diego. I don't know why. No, I've never... I don't know. We'll go down to the harbor, see what he says when I tell him to stay. I'm curious. Really, it was the classes that I didn't feel like I needed that kind of put me off graduating for so long.
Really? How interesting.
Like, there was a technical writing class. That was literally the last class I took.
Don't say.
Absolutely flunked it. And that stressed me out so much that I didn't finish. Like, I didn't go back to finish for like almost a year and a half. And then I finally enrolled in a community college to get a transfer credit back to the original school. And that was literally the last thing I needed. But taking it the first time stressed me out so much I just could not bring myself to do it again for a year and a half. No, you may not, Black Wolf. Oh, that's funny. Oh, did... You never got him to go to steal Gerbrandt's house? I don't know where he goes if you enlist him from there. Oh, I get you. So he never moved up. But he walked back to the house from there. I get you.
I could have told you that before.
IT course dropped out. Yeah, this sucks. I don't think I would ever want to do IT.
Only cause more trouble.
We know a ring of... Actually, it's not going to do
can you
anything
tell me
here because
what
all
you
these
were
guys are
doing here?
invincible.
Let's wait and see what happens.
I need the ship, so I will take it.
You cannot do that. The ore transport.
The ore in the Valley of Mines is not enough to satisfy the king. I was there. There's nothing more to be had there. Hagen's mission is a farce. The real threat has its roots on an offshore island not far from here. I shall sail there and put an end to it. Either you join me, or I'll have to do away with you. It's your choice.
Damn.
Sounds as though I have no choice.
Correct.
I just gave you a
Well,
choice.
All right. I shall join you, but only when we have finished this.
I can...
Then do.
Yes, yes.
Nothing's going to
Why are you
change
putting
our
hyperlinks in my chat?
Nobody ever asked.
Alright, fine. We'll see what it does.
Cut out that magic.
Cut out your face.
Hey, you're not quite as stupid as you look.
Oh, my Bennett's hostile. Nobody's gonna get hurt by this. Okay, well, Girion got hurt.
Don't you ever dare attack me again.
Yeah, they're all robbing me. So Girion apparently can die. Which is funny because even though we threatened to kill him, like, we never get that option.
already know what I think.
Yeah, it's hilarious. Yeah, it's not worth doing. This is the Water Mage Staff, or Magic Wand, sorry. So, who are we missing? We got Engar, we got Diego, got Melty, got Lester, got Gorn, got Lee, got Benet, got Laris, got Jorgen.
Some problems solve themselves.
Who the hell's Diego talking to?
You take care of the city.
Really? You don't need me anymore?
You think we'll meet again?
I shall never forget the look on your face when you lay on the ground after Bullet knocked you down and we met for the first time. They can't get the better of someone like you. We shall meet again. Take care.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Come back.
What has become of your determination, my friend? All right.
No one really wants.
That is some fond reminiscing, but he sounded so romantic about it. It was a little creepy.
Can't go on like this forever.
Oh yeah, Vatras.
Want to hear that anymore?
I want the crew filled out before I go and get Mario because I learned earlier that he steals a crew slot if your crew isn't filled out. But he doesn't need one and will join you even if your crew is filled up.
He really didn't deserve that.
Been there, done that. You don't have to tell me that.
That's the first I've heard of it. Some don't even know
Tell me
how
that
wicked
isn't
they
true.
are.
He will appear, Korengar will appear in the castle, but if you walk past him and like don't talk to him, he moves to that cave where he looks for his amulet.
No idea. You tell me.
Yes, I did know that. That's why I give him the job, because I don't want to feel compelled to take him.
That's the first I've heard of it. It can't go on like
It is weird that he will turn down, you know, the opportunity to get out of here just because he has a job watching farmers.
I've got my own
It's a bit silly. I also hate that we can't take Cavalorn, but nobody who was added by the DLC, or the expansion,
And he all
will come with us.
Great. Here, take a few.
I know where.
Then let us waste no time.
You want to?
I have thought long.
I've got too many on my list already.
Then make
Oh.
room.
Oh. Damn. So somebody's got to go.
But he knew that all along. It's a bad bit.
Stop trying to post other languages. I told you, I can't moderate you when you're not speaking English. I have to assume you're saying something
I agree with you completely.
off color. Take that. I prefer Eardarath because I think it's more atmospheric. I almost think that the Sleeper's Temple is too big for its own good. And the puzzles are such a weird change of pace.
Nobody ever asks for my opinion.
There was actually some guy watching my YouTube videos a while ago
I'm in enough trouble as it is.
who kind of said the same thing. He was so pissed off at the temple, the Sleeper's Temple, because he never invested in bow skills, so he didn't have a bow by the time he got there to do that one puzzle that requires it. Algerian is the wayward one.
Those are all just
Don't say.
Where did he go? I thought he sat on a bench. Can I make him, like, go away? I guess Girion and... When did I save recently? I think that was after. I wonder if we can get... Yes, I forgot to put that down though because I want to see if that comes with us. I wonder if Girion actually occupies a crew slot.
When we have finished it.
So he might do the same thing as Mario if we fill out the crew before talking to him. Yeah, please don't say in any language. Yeah. I mean, they had to do that. The problem is, I think... Doesn't Diego only sell one bow and then ends up equipping it if you don't buy it from him right away? Yeah, that's a question. If he's dead, maybe we can get Vatras to join.
I couldn't get away with that. Why haven't I heard about this?
I find it weird that Diego only sells the short bow and doesn't sell like a better bow. Oh, I missed a satchel down there. Right, but I mean, if he sold the short bow and a better bow. Oh, Vatras not... He's not... Oh, fuck, I can't do that. Vatras won't join us. Because I murdered somebody. Well, let's just... Where are we at this point? Maybe this is before... I don't think it is. This is after Girion joined.
That's an open secret.
Nobody will learn anything from me.
I have no idea why. I mean, Diego has a bow when he's in the valley, but he does not re-equip it when he's back in Corinus. I don't know. Vatras accused me of murder earlier, and I think it's because I killed Cornelius. So if I kill somebody a second time, he's not going to join me. Yeah, Girion's already with us. I can't make him go away. You know what? I don't necessarily need to murder him. This is a test run at the end of the day, so... I'm gonna see. I guess when I do the later chapters, I'll see if I can fill out the crew before he joins us. Then maybe I can get Mario and Girion as extras. So long. I did a sneaky there.
There's been all kinds of rumors.
Pickaxe?
I can't believe it. That's no
What do you mean?
secret.
What about a pickaxe?
You already know what I
It
think.
says in the scriptures.
Did I grab that satchel?
I hardly know what to believe anymore.
Oh yeah, I forgot I stole all those back from Crimson after I killed him.
I knew that would be a problem.
That'll only cause more trouble.
Yeah, it's right in front. Yeah, Crimson. I left the pickaxe in front of the smithy, so we'll see if that comes with us.
You can't rely on that.
Crimson, he is the guy who buys the gold nuggets in Jarkandar in the bandit camp.
Didn't get that.
He's the one who melts them down into coins.
That will never change.
Really, how interesting. He had better. That's not what I heard.
Come back with.
Everybody knows by now.
I already dropped the eye.
We can't keep anything to ourselves. I won't tell her a thing from now on.
Troll the troll.
Everybody knows by now.
So there is a bow in Udareth? Is it like a low-level bow or like a, you know, endgame bow? So that's kind of the issue, is that when you get to the end, if you don't have a bow you can equip, you can't finish the puzzle. And Diego sells one, but if you don't buy it from him right away, he will equip it and then you can't buy it from him.
And Beliar spoke to an...
I have thought. I've got too many.
No! Okay, so losing Girion doesn't make a difference. I don't know, man. It just fell out of my pocket. Well, we killed all the dragons. Why would we need it?
That's not what I heard.
Now that's typical, isn't it?
Things I could tell you. He thinks it's as easy as that.
I don't believe this.
Now, I wonder if the Eye of Innos was supposed to be like a reference to like Odin or something, and like they just never really fleshed that out. Like Odin, the Norse god, who like sacrificed his eye to get, you know, the knowledge of the world and everything. However that story went, I don't know. Yeah, I know Melty will be mad, but
For my opinion.
Let's wait and see what happens.
Things like that.
I don't know who to give up. I mean, we don't need Bennett, to be honest.
Violate the divine order.
He should.
I'm gonna.
It's this 1 minute and that the next.
I'm not touching that. I never asked.
So, like, having a smith, we really don't need a smith.
Problems. Tell me.
I'm curious what weapons he has at the end, but we don't need them. Mendoza? What about Mendoza? I'm not killing Bennett. I don't think I can kill Bennett. Bennett's invincible.
That's the first I heard of it.
You don't have to tell me that.
That's the first I've heard of it. He really didn't deserve that.
Yeah, Lester is, I guess,
Only in us decides what's right or wrong.
like, objectively the most useless.
That's no
Since he never helps you in a fight. He's the only one who doesn't have a merchant inventory or is able to teach you anything.
If I hadn't seen
So, on an objective level,
these are bad times.
he does not help. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I think Biff is more helpful against the the orcs who raid the ship, though.
And Beliar spoke to an...
And Beliar should shut the fuck up.
I know what. Then let it. You. I have. I consider it an. Don't take too.
Listen,
But the funny thing is, I think every time you get somebody to join your crew, you get 500 XP, and then you can send them away. So, if you just want all the extra experience, you can hire them, dismiss the ones you don't want, and then hire the ones you do want. mean the dragon slicer? Yes, I did. Yeah, we need Lester to, you know, provide us the goods. Oh god.
That's been known a long time.
It's better to watch out who you tell what.
I've heard that you're looking for people for your ship.
And?
I'm in.
Who says I want you?
Who said that?
Why would I take you along?
Quite simply because you need me. Well, I was a lieutenant with the Royal Navy. I've served as a Marine on the King Robar and the Pride of Mirtana. In the Battle of the Eastern Archipelago, I single-handedly sent 24 orcs back to Beliar's realm. Unfortunately, there were two
put down
fuelers
like
after our
200.
flagship sank, and we were forced to retreat.
Nobody ever asks me.
Why are you here then?
The fleet is routed, and the payroll coffers are empty. After my discharge, I wound up stranded in this dump, and I'm looking for a new berth.
How come I've never seen you before?
Well, what can you do?
I'm trained for boarding and close combat. Plus, I'm a passable shot with the ship's
Stop
cannon.
with the spoilers.
I bet there's a thing or two that I can teach you on the trip.
Anything's possible.
Oh yeah, he must be one of the ones who sold their soul to Beliar.
I can always use good...
Sure thing.
So it's good to know that he won't occupy a slot then. So I always felt like I had to sacrifice somebody in order to get him for his plot. Yeah, it's weird how he shows up. He never shows up at any point prior to this, which is his most suspicious thing about him. But the weird thing is that he shows up in Cardiff's pub, which is not somewhere you're likely to look. I don't even remember how I stumbled on him the first time. Yeah, no spoilers, man. I'm gonna have to time you out. How are these... all these words that get auto-modded, I'm surprised were never said in, like, permitted before.
Nobody ever asks me.
Like, blows my mind that we have to keep permitting new words and shit. So this dude's just sitting here being weird.
Those are all just rumors.
You just have to listen. I already
Hey.
thought as much.
You have to feel sorry for the
Alright, well, all aboard.
I don't
Just
know
make sure I have
why
nothing
it's
left.
all worked up.
So the thing that annoys me is, like, the plot to get all the...
Had to happen sooner or later. Didn't get that from me.
Could have told you
the
that.
plot to get all the,
I've got no time for things like that.
almanacs never really closes, even though we've gotten everybody.
That's totally obvious.
I couldn't get away with that. I knew that would be a problem.
That'll only cause more trouble.
I don't want to hear that anymore.
Female dog was banned? Are you shitting me?
I already thought as much.
As if I don't have enough problems.
So you got away with saying bitch now, but you couldn't say female dog. That is unbelievable. Twitch needs to figure this shit out.
Some problems solve themselves.
Because Mario, I found out, does not occupy a crew slot as long as you pick him last. So he's just a freebie that we get for the story exposition. So we might as well.
That's totally obvious.
Tell me that isn't true.
I'm surprised white male wasn't banned.
That'll only cause
Are you ready?
But certainly, great. You'd better check your gear first. When you've done that, you should...
Alright, settle down there, Jorgen.
Wait a minute.
Alright, well, there's no chance to send anybody away now. Why am I bouncing off of shit? I just remember, we're looking to see if this comes with us. Oh, I didn't grab this stupid thing yet. Really? I don't know, Twitch is weird. Alright, well. Set sail. It always annoyed me. I've always wanted to see what is in that chest. But you can't get near it without the area transition. For some reason there's a random lump of ore in here. The most annoying thing is that this door locks again and you lose the key when you get over there. So you can't get back in here. Because the same room is the transition to the end credits. Yeah, good point. Ear Dorth. That way we have a fallback if we need it. Oh, really? Nah, nice one, Val. Yeah, I will say that is a much more impressive looking ship than any of the Risen ones were. This scene is kind of creepy, though. Actually does make me think of the old Pirates of the Caribbean. As their, you know, weigh anchor, or lay anchor, whatever it's called, in the Isla de Muerta. Whatever it's called. Oh yeah, Goonies, too. I haven't seen Goonies since, like, 1998. Wow. Yep. Okay, Pick is gone. So, that doesn't follow us. But I know that the items you leave behind do follow you. Like the ones you don't loot. Which I don't think I left anything down here. Actually... Oh, I did. I left a water bottle. I didn't leave, like, any of the potions or rings or anything.
All we can do is wait and see.
Actually, those might just respawn. But I swear, like, the potions and rings and stuff will come with you. So I think when I do the Merc run, since I can't get on the ship before Chapter 6 or Chapter 5, I'll leave those behind to see if they come with us. That happened to me before too, which is why they put those down there, but I think I'd sold them. But then I don't know why I couldn't buy them back. Oh yeah, that must be what I did.
How are you? The headaches have become unbearable since we've been here on the island. Damn it. This finally has to end.
I love how we can rob all them while we're here. I'm doing mage in the walkthrough. So it's one of the trickier ones to do, so I'm trying to prove that pure mage is effectively possible. I don't know why Gyrion's chainmail coif fucks up when we're on the island. His hair shows through for some reason. It's like his head got bigger. Maybe I can fix it. Nope, he's permanently messed up. Yeah, apparently.
Hey, you!
I did not take Biff, no.
What?
Someone has to...
Or somebody has to watch the ship, and by someone we mean everyone, apparently. Gorn is the only one who actually patrols it. Yoink.
Everything shipshape?
Up to now. Remember, I want to see some action.
Well, then you should come with me, you dork. I'm just surprised that, you know, we're able to make a beachhead here. And the enemy, who has a massive, like, platoon of warriors here, does not just come and decimate the ship. You would think they would have lookouts who would make it pretty obvious that the enemy has arrived on their doorstep.
I couldn't care less.
They would be able to wipe us the fuck out if they put all their you know, all their power against us.
As if I don't have enough.
Here we are.
This island is not as far away from Corinus as I thought. I didn't know about it. But now, of course, a few things are becoming clear to me. I had always asked myself how the orcs could keep their supplies coming so fast. With this outpost, that's a piece of cake. On your way to the interior of the island, you are probably going to encounter a trap or two. If you think you are stuck at some point, come to me. Maybe my experience can help you.
I need your advice.
Come see me again when...
So it says in the scriptures.
Yeah, they somehow they, you know, a bunch of orcs managed to sneak behind you. But they don't, you know, send the dragon and all the orcs and lizard men to come down here and just sink the ship. It's kind of dumb. Anyway, I will be right back.